back to my channel. I am super excited today because I have had so many requests. Slow down, Gemma, slow down. I am super excited today because I have had so many requests to review these two products, and every single time I review either a CC cream or a tinted moisturizer, I get asked so many times, how does this compare to the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream? And I've never been able to answer those questions before. Today I am changing that. I'm going to try these, I'm going to review them, I'm going to do a wear test. Which one is better? Will it be the Illumination CC Plus or will it be the normal CC Plus? We're going to find out. If you are interested in finding out how these apply and how these last all day, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's do a little bit of bump on these products. Both of them are called the Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream, but this one is the Illumination formula in pink and this one is the normal formula in silver. Both of them come in little plastic squeezy bottles, so no problem with dropping these on the floor. They are definitely not going to smash. They will probably travel extremely well also. And both of them have a little pump to dispense the product, which makes me extremely happy. Both of these are going to cost you £30 each, and you get 32 mils of product for your money, which is slightly more than the average foundation, both high-end and drugstore. Okay, so both of these come in 5 shades. Yes, you heard me right, only 5 shades. I'm not overly concerned about the 5 shades because this is a CC cream and it should blend quite nicely into your natural skin tone. But for those of you who are interested, these shades are fair, light, medium, tan and rich. And I have the medium to try on, which is their most popular shade. They say that these both are full coverage and they have a 50 plus SPF in there. Now, if you haven't seen my SPF video already, I will link it up here for you. It is extremely important that you know the facts about SPF in foundations. Obviously, you're not going to be getting the entire 50 sunscreen protection on your skin because you're not going to be putting enough on your skin, but you are going to be getting a really decent sunscreen protection on there, as this is super, super high SPF. So, this is a 5-in-1 product, so this is what you get. You get a brightening colour corrector in here, you get an anti-aging serum in here, you get a pore minimising primer in here, you also get a dark spot corrector, and you also get a moisturising day cream. So you get a lot in here for your money. If you wanted to use this as your daily moisturiser, you could do. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could do. You could also use this as your primer and also as your colour corrector. So I am super eager to get some of this on my skin, but let me just tell you what this claims to do. So this says it's clinically proven results and you are going to see an increase in hydration as soon as you apply this product. It also says that in just 10 days, 96% of the people tested saw smoother, softer skin. 85% saw a reduction in wrinkles. Get in. 77% saw smaller pores. Let's get some of this on my face. Okay, so I'm going to be putting the Illumination foundation on this side of my face and the normal foundation on this side of my face so we can compare and contrast. I hope I don't look silly for the entire day. I hope this one isn't incredibly dewy and this one incredibly matte. Let's have a look. It does say to put 1 to 2 pumps on for the entire face, and I've just squeezed 2 pumps on for half of my face. Autopilot. Okay, so let's get some of this on. It is a lot darker than my natural complexion. It'll blend, I hope. Oh, it smells like lemons. Lemon and lime, possibly. It's incredibly thick. Okay, so I think that looks quite nice on my skin. It's definitely a radiant foundation. It is quite shiny. I'm not quite sure whether that will mattify down slightly as it dries down. I don't think this is full coverage. Maybe this is medium to full coverage, maybe this is buildable. I would say this is a good medium coverage at the moment. Let's see if it's buildable. The one thing they are right in saying is that a little does go quite a long way. This is a really, really thick consistency, so you just have to be really careful. Okay, so as you can see, it's definitely buildable. I am really, really happy with that. That is far more of a full coverage foundation than it was before. It was a beautiful foundation before, just a medium coverage, but this is definitely full coverage. Obviously, the more product you put on, the more illuminating it looks, so it is far dewier than it was on the first application. And I only put the tiniest amount extra on to build this up to full coverage. So maybe if I'd have just put a little bit more on to begin with, it would have just been full coverage right off the get-go. Really happy with that. The only thing I'm not keen on is that my pores look a little bit more emphasized because it's so dewy. They do look a little bit in your face. We'll move on to the other side. Okay, so this side is going to be the normal foundation. Let's see whether this is going to be dewy at all. Here we go. Okay, so I can already tell this is on another level. This is actually airbrushing my pores as I go, which I don't think I got from the Illuminating Foundation. This has exactly the same smell as the Illuminating Foundation. It's very much like a sunscreen, lemon and lime sunscreen. Really, really pretty scent. Now I think that's full coverage already. Okay, so the pore minimizing capabilities of the normal foundation is far, far better than the Illuminating Foundation. The Illuminating Foundation sort of emphasizes the pores a little bit around this area on me, whereas on this side, what pores? I'm a little bit blown away. Now there's no denying both of these foundations are beautiful. At the moment, my preference is the normal side because my pores just look totally airbrushed and absolutely flawless. I'm not sure whether this will mattify down a little bit more as it dries into my skin, but definitely the illuminating side is staying very, very dewy. In fact, because I added that little bit more on to make it a full coverage, it is looking more on the oily side than dewy. I'm not sure whether that is going to hold up throughout the day, but we will see. I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look and I am so happy with how flattering both of these foundations look on my skin. Both of them feel really, really hydrating. Both of them feel really light. I don't feel like I've got a heavy foundation on my skin, even though both sides have full coverage, which is just amazing. So I feel really moisturized. It feels just lovely on my skin on both sides. So let's talk about the Illuminating Foundation first. This one has been set in place, as both of them have. I have used the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder by IT Cosmetics. Both sides have had that setting powder on there. It is definitely less dewy than it was before. It's just more of a radiant finish now, which I think is so, so flattering. really, really nice. My pores don't look as accentuated now as they looked beforehand, and I did set with a normal setting powder first, so it's nothing to do with this why my pores are now non-existent. It's just when it's set in place, the pores just disappeared. So let's go on to the more matte foundation. This is definitely not a flat matte foundation. I would say this is more of a satin finish, and this would flatter any skin type whatsoever, whether it be oily or dry. So this is the one that is more universal than the Illuminating Foundation, which I definitely would not recommend for anybody with an oily complexion. Obviously, if it has the word illuminating in there, it's going to be a lot more dewy and possibly won't last as long throughout the day. But this side is just, well, it's just beautiful. It really is. I'm really hoping this is going to stay like this throughout the day, because the moment I put this foundation on my skin, it was like putting a filter on my face. It was just really nice. Really, really nice. Both of these foundations were great bases for the rest of my makeup. I had no problem blending in my concealer. I had no problem blending in any bronzers or blushes or anything, actually. Everything blended in absolutely beautifully. So I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day, and I'm going to check in with you a little bit later on to show you how it lasted throughout the day. See you all in a bit. Hi everybody, and welcome back to the check-in. You will have to excuse the state of my hair. It is incredibly hot here today, and I decided to wear jeans and black this morning. Not the smartest idea. I've been to and fro picking the kids up from school and got rather hot. So it has been a really good workout for the foundation though, and both sides have done incredibly well. It's now been over 9 hours since I first applied both foundations to my face. Let's talk about the illumination side first. So as you can see, still looks pretty flawless. However, has congealed a little bit and gone very oily around my nose area. It does always go oily in this area, but this has congealed a little bit, which I am not happy about. Also started to crease in a fine line here. I put that down to the fact that I had to apply quite a lot of product because I had to double up to make it full coverage. It was medium coverage to begin with, but I had to add more product to actually build it up to full coverage. If I'd have left it at medium coverage, it probably wouldn't have started to crease here. Also, it's congealed a little bit on the tip of my chin. This is my fault entirely. This is just the crossover where this part of my chin has Illumination Foundation and also the normal foundation. It's just a little bit of crossover, so I'm not holding that against the foundation at all. All in all, it looks quite nice. My pores on this side of my face are more enlarged than on this side of my face, so that is a slight negative. But I still think it looks really pretty on my skin, and it's lasted really well throughout the day. So going on to the normal side, it still looks pretty flawless. There is a slight oily patch around my nose area here, but because I didn't have to put double the product on to build this up to full coverage, because this was full coverage almost immediately as soon as I put it on my face, this hasn't congealed at all. It's just the natural oils in my skin have come through on that area. No sinking into any fine lines or wrinkles on this side. My pores still look pretty airbrushed. They're slightly larger than they were when I first applied the foundation, but I don't, if I'm ever doing a wear test on anything, I don't powder throughout the day, I don't blot, I don't touch anything up, I don't add any more product like bronzers or blushes. This is exactly how it was 9 hours ago. So it hasn't been blotted or added to at all, and I think it still looks really good. I think this is my brand new favourite foundation. I absolutely love it. So on this side, on the illumination side, I have lost a little bit of the foundation on the tip of my nose, whereas on the normal side, it's still all there. This is a result for me. So in summary, both of these foundations are absolutely amazing. They both have the same consistency, which is quite thick, I thought. They both blended beautifully. They were both an absolutely fantastic base for all my other products. They both look really flattering on my skin. They both felt hydrating and non-drying. I absolutely love them both. But if I was to choose a winner, it would be the normal formula. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the Illumination formula. It's just I don't think it is as universal as the normal formula. The normal formula is suitable for absolutely every skin type. If you've got dry skin, you can use this, and also if you've got oily skin, you can use this. Whereas the Illumination formula, I wouldn't touch this if you have oily skin. This will slide off your skin. It will also congeal in certain areas, and it definitely won't airbrush your pores the way that the normal formula will. If you have really, really dry skin, this will be beautiful on your skin. There is literally nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It is a beautiful formula, but because it's more universal and because I needed less of it to give me a full coverage, which is what they say they both do, because I needed less of it, I would definitely go with this one because you get more for your money. So where can you buy this from? Well, you can get it from itcosmetics.com or .co.uk, not quite sure which one it is, but you'll find it. It's £30 and it's free shipping, and it will get to you within 2 working days, which is a great turnaround. You'll also get a couple of free products with that, which is lovely. Or you could get it from QVC. Now, if you get this from QVC, you can trial it out for 30 days and then send it back if you don't like it for a full refund. That doesn't include a refund of your postage and packaging, however, which is about £3.95, and it's £3.95 each. So it is quite pricey if you're wanting to trial them both out. So I'm going to be using these for the next few days. Make sure you check the description box if you are thinking about buying this because of my review. I will always add an update in the description box if my opinion has changed or altered as I use this throughout the week. I am going to try this with a normal setting powder rather than the Bye Bye Pores It Cosmetics setting powder. The reason I'm going to try it with a normal setting powder is my normal setting powder costs me a really minuscule amount, whereas this is £25, and this foundation has lasted such a long time today, and I want to make sure it's not because I use the Bye Bye Pores setting powder. If it is, it makes it very, very expensive because the foundation is £30 and the Bye Bye Pores setting powder is £25, making it £55 for a full day's worth of makeup. So keep your eyes on the description box and I will let you know if that is the case or if it's not. So I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everybody who requested this video. If you hadn't have asked me to do it, I probably would never have tried this, and this is now my favourite foundation of the moment. This has actually overtaken my Dior foundation, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to be using this for the foreseeable future. Thank you so much. I am forever in your debt. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. See you all soon. Bye.